So I'm an idiot. I've been eating plain Cheerios to fill my appetite throughout the day whenever I'm hungry. Thinking they're plain, they're not that bad for you. I can eat them and I won't suffer the consequences of having like a Honey Nut cereal. But I'm an idiot because I forgot, and I knew this. I remember last year looking to try and find raw milk for this reason. There's a lot of sugar in milk. There's a lot of sugar. And sugar means fat. And fat is not good. So the whole time my filler meal through the days, it's actually been really bad for me. And my teeth, and my health, and everything in between. So, learned that the hard way. I don't know why I thought it was not bad. I don't know what made me think it was not a bad thing to have, but I will not be having that anymore. What I'm going to do instead, and this is brutal because I love my cereal, is substitute the milk with yogurt. I'm very sleepy today. I feel moosh. I took a nap, which is probably why. It's currently 11. I wouldn't even say I'm halfway through the next thing I have to do. And I refuse to let it get past January. I do not want this thing to see February. It needs to be done. I need to get it off my plate. And I also want to finish those VHS tapes because I have to review them now and make sure that the recordings are good, and if there's any re-recording I need to do that. So I want to do all of that in this week. I really want to get all that done this week. It's Tuesday already, which means there's not a lot of time. But there's enough time to finish. I know that much. So what I think I'm going to do, and as a means to kind of finish, I kind of want to challenge myself and see how disciplined am I? How disciplined have I become? You know, have I been doing the right things? Do I have the strength to sit down for 8 hours straight and just work? So that's what we're gonna find out. I have to go out today at around 8. So I'm gonna have about 9, give or take, hours to put my head down and work. And I think I can get a lot done in 9 hours. I truly think when your work isn't broken up, when you don't take breaks, your pace is a lot faster. Like you slow down at a certain point, but you don't, those breaks, you know, when you take a break, it takes like 20 minutes to get back into the flow of things. So I think not taking a break will be helpful, hopefully. Mind you, I'm gonna have dinner, but yeah, we'll see. We're gonna challenge ourselves. I want to see where I am. And we're gonna just try our best. I'm taking a break from eggs because eggs just make me want to throw up right now. I've had too many eggs this month. I do not want more. I'm gonna eat this, and then we'll start the task at hand. I will come back at that point. Okay. So, a couple things. Before I was doing one picture at a time, but I think for the sake of my mental sanity, even though this doesn't really make any sense, I think I'm gonna try and do one part of the picture for each picture, because I already did all the masks for every single picture. I think it's just a good way for me to switch it up and kind of see it from a new angle and perspective. When you're too familiar with a process, it becomes very tedious. So kind of just, even if the whole of it is the same, switching it around and kind of reshaping what that process looks like can instill a lot of new energy into your workflow. I guess to get an estimate of how long is this going to take, like, is it realistic for me to think I can finish this by, I think it's Saturday, yeah, by Saturday, is to kind of break it down based on how many pictures I've already finished and how long I've spent on this. So I'm going to try and hide the pictures for their privacy. But as you can see, 6 pictures so far. However, 2 of them I only really spent like a maximum of 4 hours total, because they're a lot simpler. I didn't do individual colors. I just did the general grade, cut them out, and threw them in on the backdrop. With 6 pictures, minus the 4 hours for 2, it's taking me 53 hours. There could be a couple hours I missed that I didn't track, but it's not really important. So we got 49 hours for 4 pictures. So each picture is taking about 12 hours. Does that make sense? Let's see. About 12 hours to finish. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pictures left. So I have about 100 hours of work left to do in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. No, we're finishing this. I don't give a fuck. No. So 10 times 12.25, 122 hours divided by 5 days. 24.5 hours a day. Okay, we're gonna have to speed this up because I think a lot of those hours are spent being a perfectionist and fixing like the slightest issues with masks. I rather focus that time on bigger elements of the picture. So like the drop shadow in the full body shots, which is really important to integrating them in it. I'd rather spend more time doing a good job of that so they seem more integrated instead of spending an additional 3 hours every picture refining the mask of every single select like that. That's where I'm losing time. So I think I could probably get this number down 14 a day. Can I do 14 hours a day for the next 5 days? Yeah. Yeah, I think I can do that. Well, it's going to be tough because sleep is really important to me. Mike's tapes might have to be pushed back into February. But I don't want to say that just yet because I think with enough discipline, I think I can give myself at least 1 day to work on the tapes. I'll probably need like 3-4 days to work on the tapes. Well, you know what? I'm going to just start because every second clearly counts. So I'm not going to film time lapses or anything like that for the sake of my hard drive and for the sake of the privacy of the pictures so I don't accidentally show faces. I am just going to turn the camera on if I have an update. So it'll also be good because less focus on moving the camera, finding a good spot for it, making it look cinematic. I have to do a couple other things today though, which is another issue. It's another issue. I have to do my laundry, so that's done. My sheets are going, and then obviously this I think is the really only thing I have. So let's start with the blue headpiece. Then we'll move on to the cup for the shots that have the cup. And then we'll do... Oh god, the white part of the dress is brutal. I'm going to say white part of the dress last, because that is probably the most fucking brutal part of the whole thing. We'll do hands then. So if I can get the blue headpiece, the cup, and the hands done of every single picture today, I think I'll be on a good, decent track, and I think I'll feel very, I'll feel decent about going into the next day. But you know what's better than talking about it? Doing it. So let's do it. Okay, so my shirt is off right now, so you're only gonna see my head. This is a shirtless type of situation and operation, but I'm done all the head wraps, done all the head pieces. We are 2 hours and 45 in. It's 3 o'clock. Now I'm going to do the cups. And then after the cups, I'm going to do the hands. And then, yeah, hopefully that takes us until the end of the day. Hopefully we can finish. I feel like we're on pace to finish it before we need to go and we'll have a bit of extra time. So yeah, back to it. At the 5:38 mark. I'm done the cups and I'm on the hands right now. I do have to go soon, but I will come back and finish the hands and do a little bit more before I go to bed. Lost some time doing some chores and other things, but that's the way it goes. I have to go take a shit, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll probably head out, and then I'll be back. And that's that. 27. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired as fuck. I need to go to bed because I have to wake up and do it all over again. So I'm just gonna call it there, go to bed, and I didn't finish the hands. Fuck. But we'll finish them tomorrow. And yeah, it's better to just get some